recommend to bereaved parents who have surviving children, you recommend against them leaving the bedroom of the child who died exactly as it was before death.
Yes.
Can you say more about that? Why is that your advice?
It's I'm really glad you came back to that, because it's a common natural inclination. We all do it. Parents, adults do it about an adult in their lives as well. And what it conveys to a sibling is that the parents are having difficulty with the fact that their sibling is no longer there. It's a reality. And that child is not going to come, the child who died is not going to come back to their bedroom. And it's heartbreaking. But if you leave the bedroom all set up exactly as it was, it suggests that they're going to. And that's confusing to a sibling. And it becomes sort of a shrine. The sibling doesn't know, can I go in there and play? What if I go in there and play? Am I being like, they would wish they were here and playing, and I'm using their toys, or, lying on their bed. So it is easiest over time. It does not need to be right away, that you begin to find ways to allocate the things that the child who died had, including some to the sibling, donating, because many things could be used by other people, giving them to extended family. My daughter who died loved cows and collected cows. And in the first years after she died, in my suitcase, I took a baby cow, and it was whenever we went away, I needed to have something of hers with me. And we did not keep her bed and her room the same, but I was able to, and this is what I want to recommend. If you do not keep everything the same, you still can have some concrete things that help you feel connected to the person who died. And I often recommend the parents ask a sibling, is there anything of your siblings that you'd like to have? And they can say no, or they might say everything, or whatever it is, but you work with it because it allows them, it's a thing, but we imbue things with meaning. And so I also recommend it's not 100 things. Let's, because that can happen too. Let's select 2 or 3 things that you would like of your siblings that you can keep for yourself and do with what you want. And then, well, 2 or 3, I really liked that toy truck they had, that kind of thing. And some of the things may be just things they wished they'd had and they envied their sibling had. Others might be like their sibling's favorite t-shirt, just because they remember seeing them in it. So yes, I think you want to send the message to your child that even though it's painful, we remember people with smaller amounts of things and in our hearts, that we are learning to come to terms with the fact that that child is not coming back, which is really hard.